Alright, so I watched Kenobi 1 and 2, episodes 1 and 2, and oh my fucking god, that was like one of the worst fucking things I ever watched in my life. Oh, like I had expectations with Book of Boba Fett, and Boba Fett ruined Boba Fett as a character, obviously. I mean, he's a complete fucking chump now, you know, to prop up Mando and even then the Mandalorian episodes are just dangling keys like, "Oh, hey, do you remember hey, do you remember Star Wars episode 1? Do you remember the pod race scene? Do you remember do you remember the Naboo N1 starfighter? Do you remember Grogu?" Just dumb shit. So I mean, I knew about the leaks beforehand, and I was like, they're probably spot on. So, and since the leak was pretty much, I don't think he got anything wrong. It's going to be Riva is going to ruin all of Star Wars, and I can't wait for that. It'll be great, because I recently watched 4, 5, and 6, 1, 2, and 3, and it's just so fucking stupid. All they had to do was watch, like, 2 fucking movies, and they just refused to watch it, you know? So, I wrote a detailed list. I paused practically, like, once a minute just to see, just to write down my thoughts. So, so Obi-Wan shows up in his own fucking series at uh, 12 minutes and 30 seconds in his own show. Now, again, I am counting that prequel recap, but I don't fucking care. I do not fucking care. The fact that he shows up in his own series at 12 minutes and 30 seconds is like fucking deplorable. That's just stupid. I mean, again, you get Hayden Christensen hasn't done anything in like 20 fucking years. I think he had one movie after episode 3, and he's pretty much just been in hiding. And he comes back for acting, and we're just gonna waste him. Who the fuck needs Hayden Christensen? We got Moses Ingram. We got whoever played Princess Leia. You know. So Reva shows up first. She's clearly in the temple for Order 66. The choreography was like not Star Wars. I don't know if like again, I don't think anyone on this show watched episode 3 or watched episode 4 cuz it feels like they're doing this shit from memory for like no reason. I mean, it's like 4 hours of content. Not maybe not well, it's like 4 hours and 30 minutes of content just to watch. I mean, if you include like the deleted scenes, maybe it's like 5 hours. For a series set in between two movies, you couldn't do that. So, um, so Reva gets, uh, so the Inquisitor walks up, the Grand Inquisitor, the Head Inquisitor walks up, and he honestly, for him fucking flat out saying I didn't watch Rebels, I didn't give a fuck. I thought it was really good. I actually prefer him to the Clone War. I mean to the Rebels one. I actually kind of liked him. He was very well spoken. He was actually intimidating. He gave people fair shot, but like I was actually I really liked Rupert Friend. I also liked the other Inquisitor. I don't remember his name off the top of my head. I don't know what he's done. I feel like I know him from somewhere, but he didn't look too bad in live action. I mean, he still looked like garbage because the episode 3 Utapauan, but whatever. They weren't going to give him a bigger budget. So Riva immediately goes and tries killing the innocent guy, but Grand Inquisitor's actually cool and stops him. So uh, then Nari, the Jedi, just like walks away. Oh wait, no. Gets a knife thrown at him, then almost gets a lightsaber cut, and then Grand Inquisitor stops her again. So he's obviously smarter. Also, weirdly, she doesn't have Sith eyes, which is like I feel like again Moses Ingram is probably one of the worst actors I've ever. I mean, one of the worst actors I've seen in my life. I don't even like. I'm not even joking. I've seen a lot of bad acting in my life. How did this woman get hired? She was so awful. There was not a single. I mean, her point was to be intimidating. She couldn't intimidate fucking anybody. I was not intimidated at all. Screaming is not an. I mean, I mean, screaming is not an intimidation tactic. Like literally, there's like right there. That shows a perfect example of Rupert Friend, Moses Ingram. Put them side by side and put 100,000 people in a room, and they'll say, "Oh yeah, Rupert Friend's more terrifying because he's not a 5'1" fucking woman who's just screaming and trying to be intimidating." I mean, she's just like, did no one? I mean, this is like horrible. You know, she just cannot fucking act. She's garbage at acting. I don't know who the fuck like hired her. You could have hired anybody on planet Earth, I guess, but no, it had to be her. You know, and she doesn't like Star Wars. She said in an interview like 4 times, "Oh yeah, I never watched Star Wars." So on top of not liking Star Wars, she's an awful actor. I mean, and the reason why I say that is because like she does. It's like she's like out of a fucking like cartoon levels of villainy. Like I don't even know how you fuck that up. Like the other people who acted at least seem to have maybe. I mean, maybe Rupert Friend didn't watch Rebels, but at least it feels like he watched fucking Star Wars and he knew what type of villain to go for. At least he read the fucking script. You know? Like it seems like he at least watched episode 4. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'll play like Tarkin. I'll be fucking not screaming my goddamn lungs out." I don't even know when he screams in like any of the Star Wars things because screaming doesn't equal good line delivery, you know? Like, "You were the chosen one. I loved you, Anakin." Like, that's him screaming, but that's an emotional scene. Her, she's just like, "I will kill this Jedi!" You know, like, she's not intimidating. "You can't escape him! You can't escape him!" You know? Like, wow. "Oh, man, call me impressed. Ooh." You know? Weirdly, everyone seems to hate her on the show. I mean, like, fucking everybody hates her. Like, even the Inquisitors, like, literally fucking hate her. So that actually made me like the Inquisitors more. Because they're like, dude, just fucking stop. Like, I don't think they ever had a positive interaction. Seriously, like, the 3 Inquisitors that show up, Grand Inquisitor just like, just shut the fuck up, Reva. Like, 4 times. Oh, well, actually, I will give them that. I really thought that they were just going to call her Reva. Because they're not supposed to have names. They're just supposed to be sister, brother, whatever designation. I forgot if the green alien is third brother, but whatever. Who the fuck cares? They're just again. I'll get to it when I get to it. So yeah, none of the Inquisitors like Reva, which is a plus. So it made me sympathize with Rupert Friend and all the other Inquisitors because they were so sick of her shit. Um, oh my god. So the next point I have is there's literally the first shot that we see of Kenobi in the meat plant is like I think it's 15 seconds or something. It literally is like it goes on for far too fucking long. I mean in a 6 episode series it's filler. It is so much fucking filler in this goddamn episode. It is like insane. They like I don't know. You could literally edit episodes 1 and 2 into like a 30-minute thing and still have like so much fucking shit on the cutting room floor you could have cut. I don't know why the fuck in a 6 episode series when Hayden Christensen came back out of the goddamn Nether Realm to act as Darth fucking Vader when everyone hated him. No, we gotta make this shit as long as humanly possible. And this is the one episode where I'd give them like this. If you're doing any series, this is the series to do fucking cameos in. Like, you again, even if you gave me this premise, I can make a better premise. I can make a better show. He's just sitting in a fucking cave. Let's get to that at the end because I know I can do a better one than they could. And like, I could literally do a 1 hour fucking thing of him just sitting in a cave and he's just depressed and he'll be hopeful. You know. Oh yeah, it's literally he goes on the bus. He he goes on the bus after he sees his boss is being mean to him, but he's been doing this for probably 10 years. So what the hell does he care at this point? You know, he walks to his horse. He walks on the horse to get to his house, to get to the cave. I mean, it's literally like that entire scene is like 30 seconds of him just fucking walking. I mean, like, I saw it in fucking Boba Fett and with Mando, and it's fucking stupid. And they even reused that exact same scene with the, like, fucking speeder. It's so fucking bad. So, anyway, after that, he talks to a Jawa, not funny. I mean, if you wanted to, I mean, not funny. It was not funny. I mean, I actually, there was one piece of interesting line where it should have just been a random ass Jawa that comes over and is like, "Hey man, we got this new Jedi ship. We hear you're into weird stuff." Like, that was kind of alright, but the rest of the stuff was not funny. Yeah, what the show should have started had, should have been at 18 fucking minutes in, where he wakes up from a nightmare. That's all you had to do, but no, you had to have this fucking pointless ass bullshit in there. Then he walks some more. I don't even remember if this was, he goes after his second day of work and he walks and sees Nari. But he sees Nari. They talk, and then he's like, "Get the fuck out of here." He's like, "Whatever." Then he only had 10 minutes of screen time. I actually wrote this down. So in 23 minutes and 22 seconds, if you include the recap, he only had 10 minutes of screen time. Yeah, great. So now we get to the worst fucking shit in the world, which is their goddamn cameo fucking bullshit. If anyone likes, I mean, look, cameos are fine. Mandalorian cameos and these fucking cameos are the worst, most toxic, most fucking bullshit things in the goddamn universe. Young Leia. Oh, do you remember Young Leia? Do you remember Forlom? Do you remember Qui-Gon Jinn? Do you remember Bail Organa? Do you remember Owen Lars? Do you remember the girl who played Aunt Beru? Do you remember fucking there was like so many people. C-3PO shows up. You know, and I don't know if R2 showed up. I think it was like for a split second, but it's still like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, young Leia is, I think, Leia and Reva are the most annoying. Again, like, Reva has got to be one of the worst. I think Leia is topping it. I think Leia's voice actor is almost as bad as Jake Lloyd. I mean, oh my god, is she fucking annoying. I mean, I don't know what the fuck everyone's talking about. How, oh, she's just like Amidala. It's like, have you interacted with a 10-year-old in your fucking life? 10-year-olds think about, like, eating dirt still. They don't have, like, they don't read off of fucking scripts. I mean, she was so fucking stupid. It was so annoying. I hated every line that she fucking said. It literally was that fucking bad. It was, I mean, like, it's a contest at this point to see who's going to be more annoying, Reva or young Leia. But she is just fucking so annoying. Like, her cousin said, "Oh, you're not a real Organa. You can't treat lower... I don't treat lower life forms with respect." "Well, then I don't have to treat you with respect." It's like, it's fucking... A 10-year-old would not retort that. They can barely even speak English. Yeah, and you expect me to... They form fully functional sentences? Okay, and then the Uncle Owen scene, which is completely awesome, which just... Well, again, it's awesome for Owen, but it just shows how much of a pussy Obi-Wan has become, and he's just like the butt of every joke, and he's a fucking loser, and he's a stupid idiot, and he should just kill himself, because that's what they want, so that they can replace him with Reva. I don't know why they just don't have Reva kill fucking Obi-Wan and put on that, like, disguiser suit from the Clone Wars. Like, just fucking do that. Like, at this point, seriously, just fucking kill him if you're gonna do, like, character assassination like this. Reva tries to be intimidating but fails. That's the one where I screamed in the microphone, because that's just what it equates to. She's not intimidating. I think she's shorter than, like, Uncle Owen. And I don't know if you know this, but short people aren't fucking intimidating. Very few people can be short and intimidating, and that on that list is Napoleon. And that's fucking it. Like, you want to know who's intimidating? Ivan Drago from fucking Rocky. Rocky's intimidating, but he's not like 5'2". He's like 5'9". He's like an average dude. Fucking, if you saw Ivan Drago about to fucking like box, or if you saw Moses Ingram about to box, you'd be like, I'll take Moses Ingram any fucking day. Reva's annoying as fuck. That was my second line. Yeah, she's just, again, I'm not going to keep running through this. If you even say that she is like a good actor, I am shocked. I don't know how the fuck she's getting paid. I don't know who the fuck she bribed to be on this show. She hates Star Wars anyway. And then I kind of wrote back, I kind of cycled back before I did it. Everyone on her team hates her. Again, fair. Uh, yes, Leia, has. Oh yeah, Leia goes into the woods and then she comes back, and then when she's gets told, "Oh, go change your things." Oh, I'm just gonna go into the woods and be captured. Yeah, that was the biggest fucking plot convenience ever in the universe. And as well, on top of that, she couldn't get caught. That chase scene. Oh my fucking god, that was like atrocious. That was like so fucking bad. That is insulting to your intelligence. Bad. In a world where you have fucking magical space guns, you can't catch a 10-year-old. 3 people can't catch a 10-year-old. It feels like one maybe for a few seconds. Like that person should be fired. Okay, they can't catch a 10-year-old. Uber cringe. And then they went back to Nari being hung or hanged, at whatever the distinction is, and he's like in this fucking like weird ass, I don't even know how to describe it, like bungee cord thing. He's not being hung in the traditional sense. Like, I don't even think it was around his neck. I was like, what the fuck is this? You know, like the one piece of imagery I thought that, like, I don't know why the fuck they did that. That was really stupid. Okay, so is this the same episode? What? Oh, okay. So I guess this I don't know when this would have happened, but here, let me do some really quick. Sorry, I thought my door was closed because I don't want to be embarrassing myself. So, yeah, Obi-Wan thinks Anakin died? How the fuck is that even possible? I'll link it in the description because I had a debate on this on YouTube. I was like, I said, how does Obi-Wan not know Vader's alive in episode 3? And I just watched it. Like, I just watched it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 in preparation of Kenobi, just so I could like get absolutely pissed at this show. He literally sees the recording of Sidious saying to Anakin, "Rise, Lord Vader." There is literally no reason, no explanation that could be given. How would he forget that? I mean, he would have to be there's 2 possibilities. Both are levels of retardation we could not even comprehend. 1, Obi-Wan somehow forgot that fucking detail. And on top of that, when Vader was coming around, it never snapped in his head, because even though he's on Tatooine, bull fucking shit, that he would never see a piece of news saying that Darth Vader's alive or whatever, or he'd see videos of Darth Vader. I mean, the Empire was literally like propaganda. You know, they'd be like, "Oh, Darth Vader took down an entire team," and he'd be showing the exact same swings Anakin would be doing. You know, oh yeah, huh? Isn't it weird also that a guy named Darth Vader just happened to show up one week after my one of the strongest Force users ever in human history, not human history, in recorded history, came back? I mean, he fought Darth Maul. How would that not like fucking equate for him? So okay, so that's situation number 1, where Obi-Wan is a literal tard nugget that has no fucking situational awareness or something. Number 2 is that Darth Vader has done nothing for 10 years, which would also be retarded as fuck. because the way that she's implying it is that Darth Vader has done nothing for 10 years, which makes no sense. Or if it does make sense, they are literally destroying like a potential of 10 years where he was an uber fucking badass and like cut down rebels like it was nothing, which honestly that's probably what they're going for. You know, like, oh my god, Darth Vader's just, he's stupid. He's just stupid compared to Reva. You know, so that to me is just like all you had to do was watch the fucking movie once. Someone on the team just had to watch it once and be like, "Oh yeah, isn't that a blatant fucking contradiction that some like anyone with basic awareness of the movies could remember?" So, yeah, that's bullshit. That's 100% bullshit. Then a 10-year-old who is kidnapped says, "I'm not afraid of you." This is just her acting like she's 23. She's not convincing of it. Then there's like 2 more scenes of him walking. Then he digs for his lightsaber and Anakin's lightsaber. And I think that honestly, I think that he was only in it for 15 minutes because the first 12 minutes were him not even existing in that in a 50-minute show, so divided by 2 would be 25 each. The other characters got way more screen time than he did. So he probably wasn't even in there for 15 to 17 to 20 minutes in his own fucking show. Uh, then the episode 2, Tamora Morrison. That's probably the one cameo I'll actually give that I don't think was cringe and that does not feel out of place and that does not feel like a blatant fucking key jangle in your face. That seems like something that would realistically have happened on in this universe. That was not cringe. That's probably the only cameo that I'm willing to give. I actually really liked the bullshitter character. He was probably one of my like favorite ones because like that probably would be something that happened in the Star Wars universe that they never address. I actually liked him. He was actually fucking cool. Kind of cringe that he turned back and he's, you know, everyone's got a heart of gold in this series, but I actually kind of liked him. So that was one thing, even though as much as I hated this fucking abomination train wreck of a show, I will give that character was pretty alright. Uh, okay, so the 3 guys kidnap him and literally beat the shit out of him to show that Obi-Wan's stupid now. He's just retarded. He's just dumb. He's stupid. He should just go kill himself. He gets beat up by 3 regular people. Like, okay. I mean, even if you use force, like look into the future, you should be able to be fine, you know. And they aren't killed, which means that they. I mean, oh my god, this part is just so fucking lore breaking. Everything about this show is just literal lore breaking upon lore breaking. Oh, I also forgot to tell you that Bail Organa goes to Obi-Wan and asks him to recover Leia, and says like 4 times, Luke doesn't matter, which is a total. When someone pointed it out, I didn't honestly even think about it. When someone pointed it out, it totally means that Luke doesn't matter. You need to think Leia is more important than Luke. Well, at least she didn't completely ruin her character, but that's because she died. So I don't really think that counts. They probably would have actually ruined her character in the last, The Rise of Skywalker if she was still alive. So you can't really say that. So now the 3 people bounty hunters know about Kenobi. Leia knows about Kenobi. Bail and whatever her face know about Kenobi. Uncle Owen actually was really awesome. I completely forgot to say that. And he did not sell out Kenobi. Really fucking badass. He like literally looked at Reva in the face. So Uncle Owen is more badass than Reva. Not a force sensitive, just a badass farmer. Okay, so this was a very good point because this was like the 8th time Reva got taken aside and everyone was like, Reva, why are you so fucking annoying? Can you please stop? You are really annoying me. You are really annoying. You are annoying. So if everyone on her team literally fucking despises her. Why am I supposed to like her? I mean, the Inquisitor's like, you literally suck dick. You're like the worst Inquisitor ever. That's like if you worked at Burger King and the guy who owned Burger King came to your establishment and said, "You're literally the worst fucking employee we've ever had." I mean, that would be like, that's like fucking just so embarrassing. Oh, and then they contact the bounty hunters. Everyone on Daiyu knows about Kenobi. Ergo, A New Hope is ruined. It's ruined right there. That scene where they call all the bounty hunters, it's ruined. Star Wars is officially ruined. There is no coming back from that. The other ones I'm at least willing to kind of give it, aside from the mental retardation of Obi-Wan Kenobi forgetting. But yeah, it's ruined. How would Vader not find everything relating to Obi-Wan Kenobi? He would trace it back to him being on Tatooine, because he's not an idiot, unless they're going to make him get up off the suit and slip on a banana peel, which they probably will. And Reva will move the banana peel out of the way so that Darth Vader doesn't fall and absolutely like become triple crippled. He'll get cut in half like Darth Maul, so he'll be even worse off. Um, yeah, it's just, it ruins lore. How could they not think about that? Leia is again unsufferable, is what I wrote, which is probably true. I think this is the point where she was just running away. She somehow got away from Obi-Wan Kenobi, And then we see another. Oh, do you remember this? Do you remember this? Who could it be? Who could it be? Oh, it's Forlom. Do you remember him from The Empire Strikes Back? Do you remember him? Although he wasn't completely, he was like Tamora Morrison, but still, like, you get one, okay? You don't get to put like 8 fucking cameos in the span of like an hour and 30 minutes and be like, this is fine. I think 8's honestly being generous. There's probably like 45 fucking cameos if you're really looking. Leia's annoying again. Leia runs away. Lang is annoying. Her running away and is annoying. Oh my god. Okay, so then this is the point where Reva is attacking, I quote, Kenobi, where she runs and she does a backflip going forwards. Like, why? I mean, it's at least Anakin has the. I mean, I'll try spinning. That's a cool trick. Is less fucking cringe than her doing a fucking backflip going forwards. She was so stupid doing that. I don't know why. I think that Star Wars does not know how to write women because it's just bad. It was just so stupid. And then I wrote again, Leia's annoying because that's I mean, yeah, that's fair. So Reva saying Anakin is alive is stupid. I already talked about that. It is continuity breaking. There was, unless like they want to have an episode where Obi-Wan Kenobi's like, yeah, I guess I was I guess I just spaced out for 9 years. I don't know how I survived or something. Or Darth Vader's like, I guess now I will make my presence known in the Empire. After being alive for 10 years. And I guess Palpatine was just okay with him doing nothing for 10 years. Okay, now you can go. I don't know what the hell this is. EL, I'm ain't you. I don't know. Oh yeah, oh yeah, Reva just stabbing the Grand Inquisitor. Now, I want to say this with the most hope in the universe. I hope under everything with everything that's given to me, I hope that the decanonized Rebels doing this for no other reason than to piss everyone off. Like, please fucking do it. Please, for the love of God, just fucking do it. Please do it as hard. I am begging you. Please do it because it will piss off so many people for no reason. Please. I would love there to be no explanation. I don't even want it to be like, hey, he had a twin brother. Or so. I don't even want that. I want him to be dead and to never explain how he was in Rebels. Ever. Please ruin Kanan Jarrus' character for the love of God. I want it. I want it so bad. And even then, like, blaster bolts would be like getting shot. Like, you can live that. A fucking. That is like literally being sliced through the stomach with like a boring bar made of lava. You're just. I mean, what's going. His organs are just liquefied. Hey, like, he's just dead. You know? Like, Maul and Anakin get to live because they're like ultra super seriously in tune with the dark side. The Grand Inquisitor is just a dude who like is barely. I mean, he's probably the most experienced Force user in the galaxy at that time because Kanan's like basically barely even a Padawan. He's basically above a Padawan level when he meets Ezra. So again, please, for the love of God, decanonize it. Don't even have him show up. Don't even have him be mentioned again. Like, that level of, like, please, fucking ruin him. Please ruin him so hard. I want that to happen. Because that ruins, like, first off, that, like, brings in if Rebels is even canon, and that, secondly, like, ruins Kanan's character arc and conversely ruins Ezra's character arc. Please just ruin more Star Wars. Like, if you're gonna go out, at least do funny stuff like this, where it's just like, I would even accept the like, oh man, it must have been his twin brother, or some like stupid fucking excuse. Like, I guess every Utapauan is just like incredibly like the exact same looking for no reason, which would be really racist but funny. I would love that. I would really love that. Please be that. Please ruin more Star Wars. Please. You already ruined more. Just keep going. Find a way to ruin Clone Wars too. Just keep fucking doing it, please. Uh, oh, and then Reva, after stabbing the Grand Inquisitor, uh, runs away and does those trailer screams where she's again. I think Ivan Drago just not saying anything, busting my door down would be more intimidating than her with a lightsaber. So that's pretty much a summed up detail. I think that Star Wars, the Book of Boba Fett was a misstep. Mandalorian Season 2 was a little step in the wrong direction. This is the end of Star Wars. Officially, there is no coming back. Star Wars is dead. Now, you might be saying to yourself, well, isn't that being a little mean? No, it is not. The sequel trilogy has killed Star Wars. The Mandalorian was hopeful. If they did good TV show, good TV show, good TV show, I think they could have brought the love back to Star Wars, but the Book of Boba Fett was so bad when it came to ruining Boba Fett that was their like one card. Like, okay, we fucked up on this, but we have to make sure the next episode is great. The next TV series is great. They have already fucked with canon so much, put two annoying characters in there, made Obi-Wan Kenobi not even a character in his own series, killed off potentially, I won't say it yet, there's still a chance that Rupert Friend will still be alive, but I honestly doubt it. Honestly, I hope that they commit to, I think they will commit to this stupid fucking act. So they're just going to kill off the Grand Inquisitor. Reva is more of an important character than Obi-Wan in his own series. I mean, it's fucking framed that way. Who do you see first? You see Reva. You don't see Obi-Wan. So, yeah, they dug out Hayden Christensen out of whatever fucking cave, and I don't even know where the hell he lives. He could be Canadian for all I know. That's how little I know about his acting career, because he's been in nothing. He was, like, in one other movie. Not saying he's bad, okay? I'm just saying, like, they brought him out of... he could have been, like, a school teacher for all I know. I'd like to know... I'd probably like to, like, have a 30-minute conversation of what he's been doing over watching this fucking show. So, yeah, Star Wars is dead. Yeah, looking at all the toy sections, they're just gone. They have Lego Star Wars, but that'll eventually fade. And I think when I raise my kids, I don't think Star Wars will not be popular. It will be have been so dead in even in 5 years. I think that I mean, what other show do they have? Seriously, I mean, Andor. They went from the sequel baiting slash original trilogy. I meant to say the original trilogy key jangle to everyone hated the sequels so much that they had to go back to the prequels and key jangle, and now the prequels are ruined so much that they have to go back to the one fucking movie that anyone likes from Disney. It's the only movie I can get. I've asked so many people, and they're like, "Yeah, I like Rogue One. It's okay." That's all they get, and now it's just a prequel to fucking Rogue One. Dude, that movie is just okay. And again, there was like 80 fucking characters. Can you even name them? I mean, I watched that movie. I can Jin Urso, and I don't even Andor. Who are the other people? The blind Chinese guy. I don't know. Who the fuck knows? So and then Ahsoka and Mandalorian season 3, and Mandalorian season 3 is just going to be more. What can we put in here as a fucking cameo? And Ahsoka. I mean, they've it's over. I mean, they literally had to make this show perfect to encapsulate the brand, but nothing will ever bring people back. They've told basically everyone to go kill yourself at this point. Like, they said if you don't like Moses Ingram, you're racist. That's not even the case. Dude, I literally watched Star Wars 1 through 6. Mace Windu is cool. Lando is cool. There's tons of extras in the background that are of all races. The prequels, especially Captain Panaka. I mean, I'm not saying that they're like leading roles, but Mace Windu's a leading role, as well as the fact that the first two episodes are like, well, the first episode especially was in like Britain in the 70s. Where the I mean, it's not even realistic, and not even including that the fact that it's a species of literal aliens, and there are so many alien species. And it's like, oh man, it's racist. No, no one. I liked Finn as a character, but you want to know what they did to him? They turned him into a stereotype. They removed him in China. What did they do with Rose Tico? They made the most annoying fucking character in the world. That's what they did. Kelly Marie Tran could be a good actor. You want to know why people didn't like Holdo? Because she was fucking annoying. Apparently, she's in Marriage Story, and everyone likes her for that. But making the character as toxically bad as humanly possible is like, it's just impossible. You know, it's Star Wars is dead. I'm gonna finish hate watching these. I will definitely go through every Wednesday and keep writing down. And they already announced that they're going to be a season 2 and a season 3 because we need to keep ruining Obi-Wan even more. You know, it's over. Ahsoka's the only TV show that would have any hype towards it, but this is like after The Last Jedi, they pushed away at least a third to a half of all fans, and it's just been growing ever since. Rise of Skywalker, keep pushing people away. Keep pushing people away. Mandalorian, they stopped pushing people away, and they got some people to come back. Book of Boba Fett, all those people fucking left, and they haven't come back since. This was like the one that normies who haven't watched The Last Jedi came back to, and they are going to not watch it because that leak's going to be true where Reva is the real hero of Star Wars. It's already, I mean, that dude literally got this, the MakingStarWars.net literally predicted episode 1, like, pretty much spot on. I don't think there was anything that he didn't get. So, unless they do a change right now and make the ending not completely cringy, it will be the most I mean, they already lore broke in this episode. I've already stated how stupid it is, but this is like it's over. Star Wars is done. It doesn't. They like this was their last fucking chance, and I don't know. It's over. It's over. Star Wars is over as a brand. They're never recovering from this. I will show my kids 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'll show them Clone Wars, and I'm never showing them anything else because I'll maybe show them Rogue One, I guess. But no, it's all ruined. Mark Hamill's been ruined. Uh, Han has been ruined. Um, everyone's been ruined. Everyone's been ruined, basically. Chewbacca's probably the only one who made it out of the sequel trilogy who wasn't ruined in R2-D2. Everyone else has been ruined. And it's sad, but it's true. There's no recovering from such a monumental failure such as this. And again, what could you do from here? What's his face survives? How? Then it's like, well, Qui-Gon Jinn died that way. Why the hell wouldn't he? You know, it's just so dumb. So fucking dumb. This is like the one thing that they had. They actually had people who are like my age who grew up with the prequels. Like, oh my god, the prequel, man, I love the prequels, you know. And now they fucked that up too. So now they have no one. They have Andor. No one's gonna watch that fucking show. After this, after what's probably coming down the pipeline, I mean, they'd have to literally kill her off in the next episode and be like, oh yeah, Obi-Wan's a good guy all along. But you fucking know they aren't. You fucking know they aren't. Don't even act like for a second they won't. So, yeah, everything I've loved as a kid is now destroyed and ruined. I'm really happy about that. I'm really happy over the course of like 10 years, my favorite franchise as a kid has been systematically ruined. Like, every single aspect of it has been ruined. Every single character basically has been ruined at this point. Every single major player has been destroyed, ruined, turned into characters that don't even resemble themselves. I mean, Mark Hamill is like the embodiment of hope and is now the embodiment of giving up. You know, all of our childhood heroes just sat around and fucked up. All the prequel characters are stupid now, and they're going to be revealed to be Obi-Wan was a complete idiot. You know, and of course contrivances and cameos galore. I mean, I fucking bet you they're going to put like Mace Windu in episode 6 as like a post-credit scene or something stupid. They're probably in season 2. They're probably going to have him fight Lord Sidious or something. Honestly, who knows at this point? I can't even like stress to you how far this brand has fallen. I mean, I went into the toy section today just because I was at Target and I had to return something. And there's no lightsabers. There's not even like 20 things to buy differently from Star Wars at a Target. I remember as a kid, it was like an entire fucking section. The lightsabers alone. So, yeah, it kind of the end part was like me accepting that Star Wars was dead. But yeah, Kenobi is an awful fucking TV show, and anyone who likes it is literally brain dead. Anyone who says that whoever was Princess Leia, 10-year-old, wasn't annoying is like literally. I don't know what is wrong with them. She is probably on par with Jake Lloyd, and I watched Phantom Menace within a week of watching this. It was not good. I think that she was more annoying because Jake Lloyd had fewer fucking lines. And he wasn't cringy all the time. She was cringy every fucking line she spewed. Because he was actually a 10-year-old. She's like someone who wrote for a 10-year-old who has no idea. I bet you the next episode's going to be all about Reva. I would bet you at least one episode will be about her in a 6-episode series. It will be about Reva. I don't know. Again, I hope the Inquisitors killed off and they never fucking mention it. Not even a funeral. Just don't even mention it. Don't even have them come back. Actually, that's probably better. I hope Darth Vader and Obi-Wan get absolutely ruined. Just keep going at this point, you know, because I have nothing else that I care for it. I'm apathetic. I just act like these shits don't even exist anymore. I just play. I'm reading Heir to the Empire right now because I fucking hate the new shit. So, yeah, rant over. Again, Obi-Wan was an awful show. Anyone who says otherwise is literally smoking something. Whatever they're smoking, I want to have it because I don't know what the fuck you watched. So yeah, absolutely lore breaking. Star Wars is dead. It will never recover, ever, 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 ever. And everything I loved as a child has now been ruined. Yeah. If they turn it around, I will. well, first off, I'm not living in an alternate universe where that would ever happen, but I'm gonna keep doing these just as a hate watch, and then after that, I'm done with Star Wars. I'm never even gonna. I don't give a fuck about Ahsoka. I don't give a fuck about Andor. I don't give a fuck about Mandalorian season 3. I don't care about The Acolyte, which is the prequel to Phantom Menace. It's all dead to me. It's not canon. I'll just read the cool EU books, and I'll act like Star Wars never happened. I'll probably just. I don't even think I'll watch like the YouTube videos that are saying how bad Star Wars is, because guess what? I don't give a fuck anymore. It's dead. Star Wars is dead. Give up. All hope is lost. It'll never return. I'm gonna keep watching it because I'm a complete fucking sociopath, and I'll watch this shit. But after, I mean, I already know the clear course what's gonna happen. Episode 3 will be about Reva. Episode 4 will probably be about Reva. Episode 5 will have Reva for half of it, and then the other half will be Obi-Wan and Darth Vader, and then the 6th episode will be Obi-Wan and Darth Vader, and then Reva's in the last 10 minutes. She sacrifices herself for Luke Skywalker. And she will hold Luke Skywalker at lightsaber point, completely breaking episode 4. So, yeah. I'm not a Jedi, but yeah, all hope is lost. Star Wars is dead. So, I really wish that wasn't true, but it's true, and I can't deny it anymore. So, yep.